Hi everybody, David here from Cinema Scout Reviews. I have just gotten back home from watching the latest of the Indiana Jones films, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, or Indiana Jones 5. Although we like to, forget about that fourth one. I'd like to say that this has been a pleasant surprise. I really was worried about going to watch this, having watched the Crystal Skull, that abysmal film that we do not talk about. But no, this was a pleasant surprise. It was a bit more of a return to form for Indiana Jones, and I think it's a good way for them to potentially end the franchise. I don't think Harrison Ford will be able to do another one. His age is showing a bit in this one, although they did do a really nice CGI scene at the beginning of the film of him back in 1944, which was really nice. And actually, they probably could keep making old Indiana Jones films, making them with a young Indiana Jones via the CGI, if they wanted to. I don't think they will. I do think this is probably the last time we'll see Indiana Jones in the cinema, which is a shame, but thank God it's not meaning that the last film will be Crystal Skull anymore. So there is some silver linings in that sense. Harrison Ford was not at his best, but then you can't really blame him for that. At his age, it's the performance he actually put on, including riding horses and stuff like that, is actually quite impressive. To be quite frankly honest, I think he was probably still one of the better actors in the film. Phoebe Waller-Bridge, I don't think was that great. I don't think she was necessarily bad. The character just didn't seem to connect like in previous Indiana Jones films. There wasn't as much chemistry there, and I feel like that maybe is why I'm thinking that way. See for yourself and see what you think. The film does still have a little bit of a sci-fi element, like with the Crystal Skull, but nowhere near that level. It doesn't ruin the story, so to speak, like it does with that one. And it's just fun and a silly action film, as we've come to expect from Indiana Jones, to be quite frankly honest with you. It's never going to beat the original three, but it definitely is a far improvement on the last one in the franchise that we saw, Crystal Skull. And to be quite frankly honest, I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. I would watch it again. Would I pay to go see it in the cinema? Probably not. And that's something that I think was showing today. I think that Crystal Skull has damaged the Indiana Jones brand. And I also think that the cinema has never really recovered from everything that happened over COVID with the likes of Disney and that releasing films straight to streaming platforms. I think that's really damaged the cinema industry. I can't believe that on a night that was a release night, there was about 20 people in the cinema for Indiana Jones. That was just mental. I couldn't book online, so I assumed it was going to be fully booked, but when I got there, they're like, no, tons free. And yeah, I'm a bit in shock about that. So go out, watch films in the cinema. He says, having just said, maybe don't watch this from the cinema. But still, support your local cinema. It's important. Anyway, back to the film, which is what we're here to talk about. Indiana Jones, it's fun, it's silly, it's an action film. It is pretty much non-stop action the whole way through. If that's your cup of tea, go check it out. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. Bye.